Hi everyone. Michael Stassi, I'm the director for Brewerton Ambulance, or actually deputy director, I changed positions, but I know most of everything that's going on. I see that we're on the agenda, number 14, discussion of ambulance services within the Brewerton Ambulance District.
Yes, you were.
Nobody notified us. I got a phone call today giving us 4 hours notice. Myself and my director, we both had plans. So, I don't know what the notices or the advance notice
This
does
was
help
a
out.
discussion by the board, and I believe Brenda,
Yes.
give Brenda the microphone. Town attorney.
Yes. Yeah, I talked to you today,
Right.
and so I told you that was on the agenda today.
She did tell us today.
Unfortunately,
I just got back from
you've been
London.
in England or wherever it was.
Yeah, but there's contact numbers. Somebody should have called a couple days earlier and said, hey, because I would definitely come dressed for the occasion and answer any questions. We don't have any problem with providing whatever we're supposed to provide, but I got a text from people here saying that, the ambulance is having issues and, we can put the ambulance out to bid, and which I think that should be a discussion if there is an issue between the board and the ambulance
Did you
district.
bring a copy of the contract, your contract with the town?
No.
Or,
You guys have a copy of the contract?
no, we don't. We have no.
Unless it was shredded. I can get it from our attorney. When we had a public vote, it takes 2 years. It takes 2 years. I hate putting my back to everybody, but
That's right.
it takes 2 years for a tax district to go in effect. It took us 2 years to get the tax district here to go into effect. We had public hearing after public hearing, a public referendum, a public vote to allow us to have an ambulance tax district. That means basically we are like a fire district. We don't negotiate with the town according to our budget. We get a phone call from the town saying, hey, submit what your budget is. This is previously, and that's what we do. If we want to increase the budget, we have to have a board referendum, and then we have to have a public hearing, just like the fire district. We don't plan on seeing any increase in the taxes. This year we have West Monroe that's already committed to supplying the funds, and next year, or by the end of this year, Hastings is supposed to jump on board, and we're hopefully going to get the town of Clay. We did this, we sent out 1,000, 1,300, 3,000 letters, and we got over 500 yes votes in the town of Cicero alone saying we want an ambulance tax district. So I don't know what we really need to discuss or what was discussed, or if the rumors are true that this is going to go out to bid, or why things are even being brought up.
You brought up a good point, and Tony and I had this discussion. He was going to do some further research, and it's my understanding that you are a separate entity, and you set your own tax rate, your own budget, and you even do you have elected officers?
Yes, we do.
You're like a fire commissioners.
They're like fire commissioners, yeah.
Comparable. So the town itself doesn't set your budget. You're elected representatives. So that has to be clear. That was my understanding also, Tony. That's why I brought that up earlier. So there, perhaps I don't know what the contract is, or if there is,
I don't even know if there is a
one
contract that says we're contracting with the town of Cicero. I think it was basically, you guys gave us permission to have a public vote. We had a public vote. The public in the town of Cicero, our coverage area, said, we totally want the ambulance to stay in this area. We're willing to pay $39 to $49 to $59 per $100,000 assessed value to keep this ambulance in Brewerton. We guaranteed that we would move towards the town of Hastings, town of West Monroe, and the town of Clay to put money into that cost also to offset the cost. And that's what we've done. And we do contract ambulance services, so a good majority of the $100,000 comes out of the ambulance service. You might hear rumors that this ambulance can do it for this amount. Well, we've done that for basically 15 years now. And every single ambulance that comes into Brewerton needs tax funding. And that's why we did it.
And the residents that live in that district, that area, they have a separate line item on their tax bill.
Brewerton Ambulance Tax District.
Right. And that money was set by your board.
Correct.
Okay. Thank you.
I think
That was my understanding.
I think the problem would be solved if if there was some type of agreement that was drafted between the...
There really was. I know we handed a ton of paperwork. Our bylaws, they're asking for the same information we've already given, which I don't have a problem because it's just point, click, and email. And I was going to do that today, but then, I said I probably wouldn't be able to make the meeting. You're right. I was in London for a while, and I had the dinner plans, and my, deputy director, she was busy also, but I got a text from other people here saying there's a chance you can lose your ambulance.
I was left as Tony was going to reach out to Brad.
Okay, that's perfect. That solves it. Great.
Yeah.
So, like I said, West Monroe's already on board. They gave the green light. They didn't even have a public vote. They said that they had enough input to go forward with it. And Hastings hopefully comes on board and play.
Is West Monroe part of the same district?
Correct.
Because your district is limited to $100,000. So if we're giving you $100,000, how much are they getting?
We haven't gotten anything from them yet.
Because you can't get more than $100,000.
How does the fire district get several hundred
It's
thousand?
got nothing to do with the ambulance district.
Well, I'd have to talk to them.
I'll talk to Brent. I'll talk to Brent.
If there was an issue, I don't know why somebody wouldn't just call me and I'd come down and sit down and chat.
I know that a letter was sent to you, Brenda.
August 18th.
And we talked about that. And anybody that's been an officer at Brewerton Fire Department, how many times the post office puts it in the wrong post office box? We have like 6 post office boxes for the fire department.
I can't believe that in Brewerton. Not when everyone knows everyone.
So you're questioning my integrity that I didn't get a letter?
No, I'm not.
Come on,
Don't-
I've known you forever. What, you're just saying that you
Mike-
can't believe that somebody hasn't done that.
Mike, I said it was the post office. You are really defending the fact that you are out of town. We appreciate that. We are saying that.
But even in this letter, it didn't say you have a meeting tonight, come to the meeting. There was nothing, and I'm on the agenda. You think you'd contact me and say, hey, you got a meeting that we want to discuss. I left dinner at 8:30 to be here.
We haven't been to dinner yet.
Well, that's what you're paid for. I'm sorry. I've gotten along great with the town forever, but probably because I supported Dzinski that I'm having these issues. But thank you, guys. I wonder why the town's doing this shit.
I believe that we are to the department head input with engineering comments first.
I've got no comments.
Thank you. Meeting is still in order here, please. Attorney comments? Board comments?
I'd like to thank everybody for coming tonight. It seems good to have a full hall. Maybe you people all come to the last meeting and the remarks then made you come, but we're glad to see you all here.
I can't wait for the next election.
Lynn?
Yes, I can't follow up all these things tonight, so I'll just say thank you for coming.
Defend the post office.
Jim?
What?
Defend the post office.
Oh, excuse me, I'm supposed to defend the post office that I worked for 20 plus years, and I have to admit, once in a while, a letter gets misplaced, but some of these towns aren't that big when your rates are going up. Have a nice evening.
You're done talking to Jim?
I'm done.
Jessica? Good night. I make a motion to adjourn the meeting. Second.